My name's Jared. My opinion is that Ortovox is definitely the best beacon out there. There's 3 reasons. First reason is because we have what's called a smart antenna. So here's what happens. I get caught in an avalanche. I'm in the dryer, you know, I'm just rolling. I don't know which way's up, I don't know which way's down, and everything starts to come and settle. Well, my beacon is transmitting. But who the hell knows which direction or which way it's going. It could be sending my flux lines straight up. When I'm in search mode, it's engaging all 3 antennas to work on your signal and try and find you. When we're all transmitting, it's only transmitting from one antenna. So therefore, depending on where this is at, if I'm that way and I'm transmitting from this antenna, it's going up. If I'm that way, then it's good, right? What we do is we put the accelerometer in. If it senses that I'm this way, it's going to transmit from this antenna out across the snow. If it senses that it's this way, it switches to this antenna and sends that signal out across. So what you've got with an Ortovox beacon is you've got something that's going to always transmit from the optimal position, from the optimal antenna that is sending my flux lines all the way out across the snow, which means I'm speaking clear. It's easier for you guys to get a signal because you're going to get a signal sooner because my range is longer, and your beacon is going to know the direction quicker and better because it's able to get in, it's able to receive the signal on one of these longer antennas. Only Ortovox has that. Nobody else has that technology. They're often referred to as the selfish person's beacon because if I'm carrying an Ortovox and I get buried, the chances of you finding me are going to be greater, right? The second thing, let's say you're in a multiple burial situation. You 3 are buried in the snow and I'm looking for you. If I'm looking for 3 of you, it's that much more complex to find out, to suss out where all you guys are. So with Ortovox, we want to separate each individual signal out and grab onto it. And we do that in 3 ways. The top, the orange, is going to be the measure of the actual pulse. We're going to measure the time. The green, we're going to measure from the time from the first blip starts to the time that the second blip starts. The gray is going to be the time in between. So we're taking 3 different distinct times and we're actually measuring those, grabbing on, saying you're you, and you're you. Even if all 4 of us had the exact same beacon, we're all manufactured in the same factory at the same time with the same equipment, you're going to have milliseconds of difference between every single beacon. The computer grabs on to those times and it interprets the signal and says you're you, and you're you. Then what happens is I go and I get to the first person, I hit the flag button, and it tells the beacon to ignore her. Maybe I'm getting Bill and Adam to dig her out, and then I'm going to find you. I find you, flag it, ignore, and then the numbers tell me, okay, now I'm going to go grab him where he is, 15 meters away or whatever. So that's how the flagging, the signal interpretation works and the flagging works. It's extremely reliable, and it helps you triage a situation with multiple burials. Number 3, pretty easy. These things all have a standard by which they have to transmit. So you have to transmit at 100 hours, and you have to be able to receive for 10 hours on a new battery, right? Ortovox achieves that with less battery. A lot of times you'll see 2 AA's or 3 AAA's on a lot of the beacons. This has 1 AA, and some of our beacons have two AAA's. So you're reducing the amount of batteries that you have to buy and replace and yada, yada, yada over the lifetime of this while achieving the same standard as all the other beacons.